Lord God, I exegesis chapters 16, verses 6 onwards to the end of 16. But Abraham said unto Sarai, Behold, thy maid is in thy hand, do to her as it pleaseth thee. And when Sarah dealt hardly with thee, she fled from her face. That was, Abraham said, God, it sounds like sin begets more sin. Abraham said to Sarah, do as thou pleased, and Sarah dealt hardly with her. So this is really not good. And the angel of the Lord found her by a fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain in the way to Shur. So the Lord went to look for Hagar. And he said, Hagar, Sarah's maid, whence camest thou, and whither wilt thou go? And she said, I flee from the face of my mistress Sarai. I don't blame her. And the angel of the Lord said to her, Return to thy mistress, and submit thyself unto her hands. So here the Lord is intervening in all this. The Lord is stepping into this sin. Isn't that wonderful? Does God do that all the time, do you think, sometimes? Do you think sometimes God steps in to our life of sin, and he actually steps in, he intercedes for us, and he changes our direction of life? And the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. So there we are. She didn't pray for this, but that's what she was given by the Lord, multiplying thy seed accordingly. So Hagar's seed is going to be exceedingly multiplied. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord hath heard thy affliction. So Ishmael means the Lord hath heard my affliction. So she was afflicted then. We're not told she's afflicted then, but we know she is, because that's what she calls Ishmael. And he will be a wild man, his hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him. He shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. So he'll be a wild man, he'll be an unruly man. And she called the name of the Lord that spake unto her, Thou God seest me. For she said, Have I also here looked after him that seeth me? Wherefore the well was called Beer Lahai Roi. Behold, it is between Kadesh and Bered. And Hagar bare Abraham a son, and Abraham called his son's name, which Hagar bare Ishmael. So they at least they obeyed the Lord in that regard. And Abraham was 86 years old. That's 86 when Hagar bare Ishmael to Abraham. I'll stop there.